Jebediah was always the odd one out. When I met him at the university where he took biology classes, he stood out because of his pale skin and his odd, globulous eyes that often darted from side to side. Still, I fell in love with him. He was reserved but attentive. He often took me on dates in the fields and the forests, where he seemed to be unusually alert. His stiff demeanor changed to a confident step, and he seemed to know every flower, every brush, every root. He was especially fond of insects and would often show them to me. They seemed to be strangely tame in his hands, letting themselves be picked up easily or landing in his index like a butterfly would on a flower. I was elated when he asked me to marry him, and we soon settled into the rhythm of domestic life. We were quickly blessed with a son, and I took some time off to raise him, while Jebediah kept working as an assistant biology professor at the university. Those happy days were not to last forever. I noticed that since our son was born, Jebediah had been acting odder than usual. It was subtle at first, but enough to be noticed by someone who knew him as well as I did. The way he moved was always a little stunted, but now it was more apparent than ever. He alternated between pauses of perfect stillness and quick bursts of movement, almost like an insect. I thought that, as a new father, he was stressed and lacked sleep, and that a change in attitude was to be expected. Besides, I was very tired as well. I started to actually get worried when I saw him eating a beetle. Due to his job, he kept an assortment of critters at home in various glass tanks. One night, when I went to go get water, I saw him standing in his office, unclothed. His body was particularly obscured, but somehow it looked off. He reached into one of the tanks, brought his hand to his mouth, and I heard a sickening crunch. I suppressed a gasp, and I hid myself. In the following days, I pretended like I hadn't seen anything. I tried to convince myself that I had dreamed it. Jebediah kept acting in increasingly erratic ways. His tone of voice changed and had a weird buzz to it. He stopped going to the university under the pretense of sickness. He wore more and more clothing, as to hide most of his skin. He avoided sunlight completely. He finally stopped sleeping with me and hid himself in his office. One morning, he disappeared. When I checked his office, all the tanks were empty and the window was open. I could only find a mangled remain of his clothes. Now I can't help but notice our son's odd eyes and the way they dart from side to side.